Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Projects. I am back with another video, and from this video we are going to start our chat app series using Firebase in Android Studio. So this is the second part of our chat app. In the first part I show the demo what we are going to make. So if you directly come on to the second part, then I want to show what we are going to make. So you can see these are the some output screen of OTP authentication, chat screen, country code picker. So these are some output screen. If you want to see the complete detailed video, demo video, you can check the playlist. Already a demo video uploaded on channel. So now from this video we are going to write the code of our chat app. Now before writing any single line of code, first I want to say something regarding to this project. First of all, I try to complete this project as soon as possible in 5 to 6 video, so video length may be get increased. Now the second thing, if you want to learn every single concept, then I try to explain every single thing, but this will increase the video length. So don't think the video length is more than 1 hour, don't think the video length is more than 2 hours, because if you want to learn Android development, then you have to give time. It is not possible to learn Android development after watching just one video of 10 minutes. I try to explain every single thing, and every single thing take time, and this will increase the video length. So this is the first video and I want to just set up the flow. That's why this video may be little bit shorter, but from next videos the video length may be get increased, and I try to complete this chat app as soon as possible. So this is the first thing. Now second thing, you should start this series with me, just with me. Don't think you start this series when I upload the entire parts, because if you start this series today just with me, then you can ask it out related to this project, and then I can solve your doubt in comment section. But after when I upload the entire parts, then it is not possible to solve your all doubts. So it is better to start with me, because I try to upload the back-to-back videos, and I will try to complete this series as soon as possible in just 5 to 6 videos. So this is just a short note, and this is just for you. Try to understand every single thing, and I will also try to explain every single thing to you. So now don't further delay. Now let's start the video and start building our chat application in Android Studio. And if you're new to our channel, then please subscribe the channel and hit the bell notification. And also you can follow my Telegram channel or Instagram page for regular coding content daily. All links provided in description. So now let's start the video. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to simply open your Android Studio, and I simply already created a project with an empty activity. You can see this is my chat app tutorial. So it is just a basic process, you can do it by own. So if you don't know how to do this, simply click on file, then you have to click on new, and then you have to select new project, select empty activity and give any project name, and then click on finish. So you can see this is our my chat app tutorial. So let's start writing code. So first of all, try to understand the project structure. We will try to complete the UI first, and then we will write the Java code. So this is the basic flow of the code. So in this video I try to complete the UI of some activities like OTP activity and save profile activity and chat activity. So let's start writing the code. So as you already know, in our project I use country code picker library to select the country, because Firebase OTP authentication required country code to send the OTP. That's why I take country code picker library. So you have to use this library. So for this you have to come inside your Gradle scripts and simply come inside build.gradle module app. So and we have to add a dependency for using that library. So I minimize it and zoom it, and before adding the library, make sure your internet connection must be on, otherwise it's going to show error. So first of all, simply come inside your dependency section and click here and press enter first. Simply type here implementation, and on the time of the recording of this video I will going to add the latest version of the dependency. So if you watch my video after some time, then you can add the latest version and you can go with the same version. It is your choice. So simply type here implementation first, then inside this take commas first, then you have to type the dependency version. So this is HBB country code picker library, so then semicolon CCP. So you have to type this same thing, exact same thing, make sure. So I type this com.hbb semicolon CCP semicolon 2.5.1. this is currently the latest version. So now after adding this line, you have to click on sync now to sync the project. It will import this library. So let's wait for some time. So you can see now Gradle sync finished. Now one thing we have to also do before writing any single line of code, simply expand your source folder and then come inside your values folder, then expand your themes.xml, then double click on themes.xml, and from here you have to change day night to dark action bar, and you have to type here no action bar instead of dark action bar. So this is done, and also you have to make change inside our themes.xml.night. So delete the dark action bar, and here you have to type no action bar. So this is done. Now we are ready to write the code. So first close this and also close this, and now we are ready to write the code. As I already say you, we will move step by step. So first of all, we will create a splash screen for our application. So right click here on your package name, then you have to click on new, and then you have to select activity, and then you have to click on empty activity. After this, you can give any name to your activity name. So I simply type here splash screen. So you can give any name, then you have to click on finish. My laptop is slow, so it may take some time here to build the activity, so wait for some time. So now activity created successfully, so we are set to write all code. So first of all, simply click on activity splash screen, because I already say you, we are going to complete the UI first and then we will write the Java code. So first of all, I minimize this and then I expand this from here. So this is done. It will help to create the better project. So first, now change the constraint layout to relative layout, because I always prefer relative layout to create the responsive design, and it is very easy to work with a relative layout. After deleting, simply type here relative layout. So this is done. Now add a background color. So I simply type here background and I add the background color white. So this is done. Now press enter first here and simply take a image view, because I want to make my splash screen simple. So I simply take a image view and a text use. So I simply type here image view, then you have to set any width of your image view, that's why you can type any. I simply take here 150 dp and height of the image view is also 150 dp. This is fine. Now you have to type here center in parent pass through to place this image in center, and you have to set the source. So you can use your own icon. I will add my own icon after in second or third video. It is not necessary to add icon now, so that's why I simply type here launcher. This is by default icon present in Android Studio, and now close this. So you can see here our logo is present. Now below this, what I need a text view. So simply take an open bracket, type here text view, set the layout width of text view wrap content, height is also wrap content is fine. Then you have to type here text, so you can type anything. I simply type here from, then you have to type here text color, so whatever the color you want. So my color code is 1E1D1D. So this is my color code. You can use your own color code. After this, you have to type here center horizontal pass through to place this text into center. Then you have to type here layout above, and inside this you have to pass the ID name of main text. So I don't create this ID till now, so it will going to show error, don't worry. And set the margin bottom 5 dp. So this is done. Now close this text view. Now below this text view, one thing I forget to type here, so leave it. Now below this text view, take another text view and set the layout with wrap content, height is also wrap content. Then you have to type any text. So I simply type here tech projects. You have to type here align parent bottom pass through. Then you have to set the text size. So whatever the text size you want, you can type. And then you have to type here text style bold, and you have to give ID name here main text, because I used the ID name earlier. And now type here center horizontal pass through to place this text into center, and give the margin bottom. So I simply type here margin bottom and give the margin bottom 30 dp, and then I have to use the text color. So you can use my color, it is your choice. So my color code is hashtag 25D366. So this is done, and maybe it is not showing as a demo video because I don't change the font. I will change the font later. For now you can leave it as it is. So now our splash screen is created successfully. Now we have to write the Java code for our splash screen. So simply come inside your splash screen.java and press enter first here. You have to take a variable of splash timer type. So simply type here private, then static int, and you can give any variable name, it is your choice. It is completely depend on you. I give the variable name splash timer. What is the working of that variable, I will tell you later. Then I simply set this variable 3000. Now come inside here, and here you have to, first of all we have to remove the title bar, because splash screen does not contain any title. Get window dot set flags to remove the title bar, and inside this you have to type here window manager dot layout params dot flag full screen. Sorry for mistyping, flag full screen. And then you have to type this line again, window manager dot layout params dot flag full screen. So this is done. Now below this we have to create a handler to delay this activity. So I simply type here new handler. Then after this you have to delay this activity, so simply type here dot post delay, and inside this you have to implement the runnable interface. and here you have to pass your splash timer variable name. So what is the working of this splash timer variable name? So it will show the 1000 mean 1 second, so 3000 mean it will going to show this activity for 3 seconds. So you can type anything and you can set it for 5 second, 5 minute, 5 second, 10 second, it is your choice. Now after this, what we want to do, after running of this activity, after appearing the splash screen activity for 3 seconds, then I have to start our main activity. So I simply type here intent equal new intent, and I want to move from this activity splash screen dot this to main activity dot class, and then I have to start this activity, start activity intent. And after this I want to finish this activity. So what is the working of finish? If someone press on back, then I doesn't want to come on the again splash screen. So the Java code is also finished and UI code is also finished. Now open your manifest file first. So expand your manifest folder. So you can see here by default the priority is set on main activity. So it doesn't matter we create the splash screen, it always going to show the main activity first. So we have to set the priority on splash screen first, then on main activity. So you have to delete the splash screen word from here. I type here main activity, and here you have to type here splash screen. And now the priority is set on splash screen, and it will going to show the splash screen first, not main activity. So this is done. Now we come inside our activity main.xml file and click on split. Now we have to write the main activity code, and this main activity contains the OTP authentication to enter the user number and also the country picker library. So we will going to implement that here. So first of all, do the same thing here. Simply remove the constraint layout to relative layout. So I simply type here relative layout. Now first of all set the background. So I simply type here background and set the white color. So this is done. Now we need a center horizontal line to make it the responsive design. So that's why I type here relative layout again. Set the layout with match parent height wrap content, and to place this line into the center, I simply type here center horizontal pass through, and I have to give the ID name center horizontal line. Now close this. So this is done. So it is not working. So delete this and type here center vertical pass through. So you can see now this line is placed into the center. So there is a little bit confusion in center horizontal and center vertical. I hope you understand. Now what we need, I need a image view here on our OTP authentication activity also. So I simply type here image view. Set the layout with 100 dp is fine for this screen, and this is also 100 dp is fine. Now you have to give source. So I don't include the source now, that's why I use launcher background. So this is done. Now you have to type here center horizontal pass through, and then you have to type here margin top. So you can give any margin top. I simply type here 40 dp. So this is done. Now you have to set any ID. So I give the ID name here logo. I am going to use this ID later, so that's why I set here ID. So this is done. Now what I need below this image view, I need a text view. So I simply take an open bracket, type here text view, set the layout with match parent is fine, and set the layout height wrap content. Now you have to type any text which you want. So I simply type here chat app will send OTP to your enter number. So you can type any text, it is your choice. Now you have to set any text size, it is your choice, whatever you want. So I said 20 sp, it is fine. Now below this you have to type here text alignment. So text alignment center, it will add the text into the center. Now you have to set the text style. So you can set any text style. I set the text style bold. Then you have to set the text color. So whatever color you want you can add. So my color code is 6E6E6E. Then you have to type a layout below, and I want this below logo. So this is done, and I give the ID name to this text view also, text heading. Then close this text view, and need to give something like here I have to type here padding. So I give the padding 20 dp, it is fine. So now it is looking amazing. Now below this text view what we need, I already include this line. Now press enter first. Below this relative layout we need our country code picker. So for this I already include the dependency for this, so we can directly use this. So simply take an open bracket, type here com.hbb. So the option is not showing here, maybe I do some mistake while adding dependency. So delete this and simply expand your build.reader module app, and here is the mistake, I forget to add 20 here. So simply add 20 and then click on sync now. So sometimes this kind of mistake happens, so sorry for this mistake. Now you have to click on sync now, and after successful sync we can able to use this dependency. So dependency set up correctly and we can write the code. So close this build.gradle module app and let's try this time. So simply take an open bracket and type here com.hpv20. so you can see it automatically start appearing here, so it is working. Now after this, what you have to type here, set the layout width and give the layout with match parent. Now you have to set height, layout height, so I simply set the layout height 50 dp, it is fine. Now you have to type here ccp country area code detected. So what it can do, it automatically detect your country code, in which country you are present. So I simply pass here true, and then I simply type here center in parent, pass true to place this in center. Now you have to give the margin left 100 dp is fine, margin right 100 dp is fine. Then you have to give any id, so I simply type here id name country code picker, so you can give any id name, it is your choice. And also you have to type here auto detected country, pass true to detect your country. Now you have to type here layout above, and inside this you have to type here center horizontal line. So this is done. Now close this, and you can give margin bottom, it is your choice. So I simply type here margin bottom 10 dp, it is fine. Now below this, what we need a text view, or we can say edit text to take our phone number. So simply take an open bracket, type here edit text, set the layout with match parent, height 50 dp again. Now you have to give the margin left 70 dp is fine, and margin right 70 dp is fine, and give the id name I give the id name get phone number, so you can give any id name. Now you have to type here text alignment center, text input type number, so this is done. Now you have to type any text color, so I set the text color black, give the margin top 10 dp is fine, and you have to type here layout below center horizontal line, and that's done. Now close this text view, and you can set any text, it is hint also, it is your choice whether you want to set any hint. So I simply type here enter your number here, so this is done. Now below this edit text, what we need a button to send. When user click on that button, then we have to send the OTP. So simply take an open bracket, type here android dot widget dot button. So I am going to use this button, layout with wrap content, and set the layout height of the button 40 dp is fine. And now you have to type here layout below, and you have to type here get phone number. So this is done. Now you have to give any id, so I simply type here send OTP button, so you can give any id name, it is your choice. Now you have to type here center horizontal pass through, and after this you have to give any margin top 30 dp is fine, and text color which you want, so I sent text color white. Now you have to type here padding left 40 dp, and also give the padding right 40 dp. Now give the background, and you can use my color code, it is your choice. So my color code is hashtag 25D366, and then close this. Now you can set any texts, it is your choice. So I simply type here send OTP, and you can set the text size. So I set the text size 15 sp, it is fine. So this looks amazing. Now below this, what we can add also a progress bar, it is your choice whether you want to progress bar or not. So I set the progress bar height wrap content, and width is also wrap content, center horizontal pass through, layout below send OTP button, id progress bar of main. So this will indicate that this is the main activity progress bar. Set the visibility invisible, and set the margin top 30 dp. So this activity is also designed successfully. Now we have to design the screen where we have to enter the OTP. So now let's create the OTP verification activity where user can enter the OTP. So let's come on to your package name, right click here, you have to click on new and then select activity and then select empty activity, and here you have to give your activity name. So I type here OTP authentication, you can give any activity name, it is your choice. Now I click on finish. So now activity created successfully, and you can see my laptop take almost 2 minutes to just create the activity. So please like the video if you don't like the video till now. Now simply come inside activity.xml, open your XML file and click on split. Now what we have to do, we have to simply change the constraint layout to relative layout. First of all, this is the main thing. So I type here relative layout. So simply add a background color here first. So I type here background and I give the white color. So now we can reuse the previous one code. So simply open your activity main XML file and I can use this code. So I simply copy the code from image view and I copy this till up to text view. So simply Ctrl C, and after Ctrl C open your activity OTP authentication, Ctrl V the code here, and simply change the message. So instead of this message, what you can do, you can simply type here enter the OTP which you receive, enter the OTP which you received. So this is done. Now below this what we need a edit text where user can enter the OTP. So press enter below this text view, simply take an open bracket, type here edit text. Now set the layout width 150 dp is fine for OTP because OTP length is 6 digit and height is 50 dp. This is fine. Now we have to type here center horizontal pass through to place this into center. Layout below, and I type here text heading, this is fine. Now you can give margin left. So I give the margin left 120 dp. Now give the margin right is also 120 dp, and now you have to set the hint here, enter the OTP here and dot. And this is done. Now after this you have to set the text color. So you can set any text color. I set the black color, mistake, type here black color. This is done. Now we have to type here and give any ID. So I simply type here ID and I give the ID name get OTP. So this is done. Now we have to simply set the text alignment center, and this showing error because I don't add plus here, so add a plus here. Sorry, add a plus here, not here. So this is done. Now we can close this. Before closing, simply type here input type and give the input type here number. So this is done. Now close this. Now after this what we need, below this we need a button. So first of all, below this we need a button. Before adding button we have to add a text view. Let us suppose user enter wrong number and then user want to change their number. So I simply take a text view, set the layout width and height, wrap content, and I simply type here Android text didn't. You can give any message, it is your choice, whatever you want to give. So I simply type here receive, change your number. This is fine. Now you have to give any ID. So I have to take the user from this activity to main activity, that's why I need ID. And we have to type here layout below and I simply type here get OTP. This is done. Now we have to type here center horizontal pass through and give the margin top, and margin top 15 dp is fine. Now close this tag. So this is done. And one more thing you can do, you can set the text color and also the text size. So I set the text color black and set the text size, and I set the text size 18 sp. This is fine. So this is done. Now below this what we need a button where user can enter the OTP. So simply take an open bracket, type here button, and I am going to use the material button, that's why I have to type android.widget.button. So this is done. Now set the layout with wrap content and height of the button is 40 dp is fine. Now press enter and set the layout below, chain number. So this is done. Now give any ID. So I give the ID name here verify OTP. So you can give any ID name, it is your choice. And I set the center horizontal pass through to place this button into center. Now we have to set the text color. So I set the text color white. Now we have to set the padding left 40 dp. It is fine. And give the margin top 50 dp is fine. Give the padding right also, padding right is also 40 dp is fine. Now give the background, and you can give any background, it is your choice. So I simply type here 25D366 and then close this. Now I forget to add a text here, so simply type here an Android text, and you can add any text, it is your choice. So I simply type here verify OTP. So this is done. Now below this what we need a progress bar. So that's why I simply open activity main XML file and I copy the code of this progress bar. So click on here, simply copy this code, Ctrl C copy, and simply paste the code here. That's why you can use this easily. And instead of layout below send OTP, I have to type here verify OTP. So this is done. And also you don't need to do anything, simply change the ID name. So progress bar of main, you have to give the ID name here, progress bar of OTP auth, to differentiate this progress bar. So this activity is also created successfully. Now we have to create a save profile activity, and then we create our chat activity, and from next video we will write the Java code of these activities. So I close every activity from here. Now we need a save profile activity. So again right click on your package name, then new, and then click on activity, and then select empty activity from here, and I give the activity name here set profile. So you can give any activity name, it is your choice. So I simply type here set profile, then click on finish. So this activity is also created successfully. So simply open your activity setup profile XML file and click on split. Now first of all we have to change the constraint layout to relative layout and add a background color. So I simply type here background and then set the background color white. So first of all I need a text view here. So simply take an open bracket, type here text view, set the layout with wrap content, height wrap content is fine. Now you have to simply set the text size. So I simply set the text size 30 sp is fine. And then you have to simply give any text. So you can give any text, it is your choice. So I simply type here save your profile. Then you have to give layout above, and I give the layout above. For now you have to simply type here get user image. I don't create this get user image till now, so it's going to show error, but don't worry. And give the margin bottom 30 dp is fine. And after this you have to simply give any text color. So you can pass my color code, it is your choice, and you can use your own color code, it is your choice. So my color code is 25D366. Then you have to set the text style and bold, and it is completely depend on you how you want the UI, it is your choice. Now you have to type here center horizontal pass through, then close this tag. Now below this tag we need a circular image view, and when user click on that circular image view we have to pick the image from gallery. So you can use square image view, it is your choice. You can use circular image view, but circular image view gives a good look to our application. So simply take an open bracket, and when you type here card view, so in new Android Studio there is no need to add a dependency for card view, and you can use it directly. And now you can set any layout width and any layout height according to your own application. So I simply set the layout height and layout width same, but remember you have to set the layout height and layout width same as both are the same. Don't try to add layout width 200 and layout height 100. It will work, but it not good, looks very bad. And after this you have to type here layout above and give the ID name here get username. So leave this also for now. So now after this you have to give the margin bottom, and give the margin bottom 20 dp is fine. And now give the margin left is 80 dp is fine. And you have to give any ID name to this. So you have to give ID name, which is this get user image. So this is done. Now what we can do, we have to add one thing to make it round. So I simply type here card corner radius and give the card corner radius same as your layout height and layout width to make it perfectly round. So it will make it perfectly round. Now close this. Now inside this card view, what we need, first of all set the center horizontal pass through. Now inside this card view, what we need, an image view to show the image. So simply this is the card view to make the image view to circular. Now set the layout with match parent, and height is also RAM match parent. And for now you can set any source. I simply set the launcher background for now, and I give the ID name here get user image in image view. And we are going to take lots of IDs, and we are going to use lots of ID in our application, so it is better to give the ID name same as me. And you can give different ID name, but try to give the ID name correspond to networking. So this is image view, and I want to show the image view inside this, so I simply type here get user image inside in image view. So hope you understand. And now you have to type here scale type center crop, so it will crop the image and simply perfectly place the image into the center. Now maybe you see it is square here, but on runtime you will see it is circular, so don't worry. Now below this card view, what we need, an edit text to take the username. So simply take an open bracket, type here edit text, set the layout with match parent, height 50 dp is fine. Now you have to type here input type text cap words. So what is this text cap word? It automatically increase the, or we can say it automatically capitalize the first word of a letter, first letter of a word. So hope you understand. Now you have to type here enter your name here. So you can give any hint. Now you have to type here center in parent pass true, and here you have to give the ID name here get user name. So now our all errors is gone. So, and you can see our profile is also set up successfully. Now you have to give the margin left 70 dp is fine, and also give the margin right 70 dp is fine. Now you have to close this. So this is also created successfully. Now below this what we need, a button and also a progress bar. So what I can do, I can simply expand the layout from here, then open the activity OTP authentication, and I can simply copy this code of buttons. So I simply copy the code of button and also the progress bar. So Control C, then open the activity set profile and simply paste the code here. Now what I have to make change, first of all, instead of layout width of wrap content, I set the layout width 150 dp and I set the layout height 50 dp. So I want to make this button differentiate, that's why I type this. And instead of layout below of chain number, you have to type here get user name. This is done. And instead of margin top 50 dp, I simply set the margin top 20 dp. I think this is fine. And now instead of verify OTP, I have to type here save profile button. You can give any ID name, I give the save profile. And instead of the text of verify OTP, I have to type here save profile. So this button is also created successfully. And remove this padding right, we don't need this here, and also remove this padding left, we don't need this here. So this button is also created successfully, and here you can see we have our progress bar. So instead of this progress bar, what I have to make change layout below first of all. So I have to type here save profile button, this is done, and progress bar of set profile. Save profile, set profile, both are equal. So this is done. Now this activity is also created successfully. Now after this, when user click on the save profile button, then we have to redirect the user from this activity to our main activity, chat activity, where we have to show all user. So the chat activity contain a tab layout where it contains different fragments. So first of all, in this video I try to complete the tab layout, and in the next video we will see how to add fragments. For now I want to just complete the UI, basic UI of our application. So again, click on your packet name, right click, then new, then click on activity, then click on empty activity, and here you have to give any name. So this is our going to our main activity, that's why I give the name here chat activity, where user can select any user to chat. So this is done. So now this activity is also created successfully. So simply open your activity chat XML and click on split, and here we have to simply change the first constraint layout to relative layout. So this is first main thing. Now I minimize this from here and add a, first of all I zoom this a little bit to show the design, and I add a background. So this, because this activity is going to our main activity, so try to understand all concept in this activity, how to design this kind of activity like WhatsApp, where on top you can show the toolbar and below you can show the fragments. So try to understand. First of all, as you already know, our app does not contain any action bar. So first of all we have to create a toolbar. So simply take an open bracket, type here toolbar. So when you type here 2, it automatically shows suggestion, that's it. Set the layout with match parent, and I have to set the height of the toolbar action bar size. So simply take a question mark AATR attribute, then action, then inside double quotes you have to type here action bar size. So this is done. Now you have to type here margin top, and margin top is 0 dp. This is fine. And after this you have to type here background, and you have to give any background color, it is your choice. I give the my color code, so 75E54. I try to make things easier, so you can see it is implemented successfully. Now you have to give any ID. So I simply type here toolbar. So why I give the ID name? Because I am going to use this ID as a reference when I place more elements below this. Now inside this toolbar, what I need a relative layout, and inside relative layout you can place as many things, it is your choice. I need simply a text view, that's why I simply type this. Set the layout with match parent, and height is also match parent, and set the gravity of the relative layout center vertical to place everything inside the center. Now close this. Now inside relative layout, what I need, a text view. Set the text view layout width and layout height. So I simply type here wrap content and wrap content. Now below this you have to type any text, it is your choice. So it is completely depend on you. I type here my chat app. After this you have to set the text size. So whatever the text size you want, I set the 20 sp. And now you have to set the text style, and I set the text style bold, text color, and I set the text color white, so you can see it is now looking amazing and working fine. And you can give any ID name. So I simply type here what my app text, so you can give any ID name. Now you can use this ID name. Let us suppose you want to place here search button, you want to place an override menu. I will also show you how to add override menu, but if you want to add more feature here like search button, filter feature, so you can add inside this relative layout and it is going to work. Now below this relative layout, come outside from this toolbar also. Now below this toolbar, what we need a tab layout to show the fragments. So first of all, we have to create the design of our tab layout. So that's why Google provide a tab layout here. So simply take an open bracket, and when you type here tab layout, you can see it automatically show here presenter. Now give the layout with match parent and height of this also action bar size, and you can give any ID name. I give the ID name here include, but you can give any ID name, it is your choice. Now you are not able to see anything here, but don't worry. Now we have to set the layout below, and inside this you have to pass the ID name of toolbar. So you can see now you are able to see this. Now we have to set the tab text color to set the color of our text. So I simply type here 7, this is my color code 77AE7. So this is done. Now we have to set the tab selected text color, whichever the text tab is selected, so you can set the different color. Now you have to set the text tab indicator color, which is the thin line which present below the tab layout. So I will show you also. So tab indicator color, I also set this white. You can also set the tab indicator height, it is your choice. Now after this, what you have to do, we have to set the background tint to change the color of our tab. So I simply type here 075E54. This is my color code. So you can see now it looks amazing. Now you have to set the tab indicator height. So I give the tab indicator height 3 dp, and also you can give margin top and margin top 0 dp. Now after this, what we have to do, everything is perfect. Tab text color, tab selected color, tab indicator, and layout below is also fine. So this is done. Now close this. Now inside this tab layout, we have to create our tabs. This is just a body of our tab layout. Inside this we can add as many tabs, it is our choice. So I simply take for what we have to do, including the tab items. So you have to simply take an open bracket here. Then when you type here tab item, so you can see this is second one, com.google.android.material tabs.tab item. Now you have to set the layout with wrap content, height is also wrap content, and set the any text whichever you want. So I simply type here chats and give any ID. So I give the ID name here chat. So because it is going to our chat fragment, then close this. So you make sure you present inside this tab layout. So this is done. Now you can add as many items, it is your choice. So what I can do, I can simply copy this code, Ctrl C copy, then I simply paste the code here 2 times because I need 3 fragments. But this is not a fragment, this is just an overview. We will also see how to create fragment and switch between fragment in next part, but this is just an overview how to create this kind of design. Now this is our status fragment. So I simply type here status, I give the tab name status, and also you can change the ID name. So I have to give the ID name here status. Now the last one is our calls. So I type here calls, and here I have to type here call. So this tab layout is also created successfully. Now below this tab layout, what I need a view pager to switch between fragments. So what is view pager? View pager help to scroll between tabs, as you already know, and currently the latest version of view pager is view pager 2, but I am not going to use this because we can use view pager. View pager 2 is basically used for vertical scrolling, but we don't need vertical scrolling, we need only horizontal scrolling. Then that's why view pager is enough. So when you type here view pager, you can see view pager is 2 also available, but I am going to use view pager. Now give the layout with match parent, height is also match parent because I want to fit this on entire screen. And inside this layout below, I have to type here, now it is not showing layout below because I done a mistake. So simply cut this code from here, Ctrl X cut, because I have to include the view pager below the tab layout. So first I want to show the code hierarchy. So you can see this is our tab layout, and this tab layout contains 3 tab items. Tab item 1, tab item 2, tab item 3. So this is done. Now below this tab layout we need to take view pager. So that's why. Now when you type here layout below, it's showing this. Now you have to type here include because our tab layout item name include. And after this, what I have to type here margin top, and give the margin top 0 dp and give any ID name. So I simply type here id name here fragment container, because it is a container which hold all fragments. So this is done. Now close this view pager also. So you can see now our design is created successfully. In this part we design our 5 activities: splash screen, set profile, OTP authentication, main activity, chat activity. Now it's time to check our app whether the app is working. So I don't set any on click listener, so on runtime it's going to show only splash screen and also only the main activity. So in the next part we will see our activities work or not, but we write the fine code, that's why it will work, so don't worry. But we can check our app whether the splash screen is work or not. So for this we have to use debugging mode. So as I always prefer you, if you have low system configuration, then always use debugging mode. So I have to connect my phone and then I will show you it is working or not. So I successfully connect my phone and I press on run button and Gradle start building. So now the Gradle build successful and it will install the application inside my phone, and you can see application installed successfully. So first of all it shows splash screen. I don't add any logo, but you can add your own logo and I will add the logo in next video, so don't worry. Now you can see our main activity appear here, means everything work fine. So this country code picker is still work. You can select any country, but it is not able to get the country code because I don't write the Java code for this. So we have to write some Java code for this. But you can search any country. It is very amazing country code, and I will thank you. I want to say thank you to this creator of this library to help in our project. So now this is the end of our first part of our chat app. I try to complete this chat app as soon as possible in just 3 or 4 videos, because in my mind there are lots of projects to do and I just need your support. If you support me, then I will support you. I will try to bring more and more projects on my channel. So I just need your support. So please like the video, subscribe the channel and share this video with your friend. So thank you. See you soon in next amazing video.